Out of nowhere, question of the week. My boy Chano. If Seth Rollins is actually hurt and or, you know, something is to happen, who would you want to be the champion going forward for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship?
I feel like you guys know my answer already.
I,
It's two people. It's two people. It's either Tom or Nick Mysterio. Obviously. It's either or. I feel like the title will be in good hands. Now, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think my stance has changed over the past couple of weeks. I kind of want to give the world title to Drew so he can stop yapping about how great he is. You know what I mean?
So you actually want to give Drew a chance?
Yeah, right.
I feel like Drew's one of those. I feel like Drew's one of those people who's probably a better champion than he is a chaser, because he sucked chasing this World Heavyweight Championship. But he might be a better champion. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's at least one champion. Chance is gonna hate for sure.
Listen, he might blow me away. Just be a great world champion. I might be like, wow, guys.
Trip and be like, Drew is the superstar. Put all the titles on Drew.
That would be crazy.
Put all the gold on Drew. Listen, first off, if I had to put the titles on anybody, it's definitely Dominic. 1,000%.
Just give it to Dominic. I'm always down for Dominic.
I'm always down for Dom.
All right, let's get into it, guys.
You know what I see? I see your mother. I see two spoiled, ungrateful little bitches. That's what I see. I enjoy destroying lives. And watch, I can even make my ass do tricks. Watch this. You and God versus me, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and the product of my semen, my son Seth. You might have some support from this audience, but 95% of them are idiots. My testicles are the size of grapefruits. Whoa!
What's going on, ringsiders? Your favorite faction's back. It's Brandy Savage here. I'm with the Zombie King, Chano, and Knit Ram.
What do you do?
So what's going on, guys? How'd you feel about this week of wrestling?
It was decent. It was a mediocre week.
Mediocre week. Yeah.
Listen, we had a banger main event on AEW, guys.
I feel the mediocre week more. I feel like it's like one of those, we're in the middle of pay-per-views on all brands, and a little bit of that lull.
It's weird though, because AEW definitely has that feel of a pay-per-views around the corner, but you still got like a month and a half left.
It's a month and a half away. That's why we're having title matches on the main event.
Yeah, listen, somebody got to do it.
All right, let's get into it, man. You know, I actually checked out SmackDown this week, and I gotta say, guys, nothing gets me more hype than when the bloodline starts with their shit. You got like Paul Heyman, you know.
Definitely on some rampage this week.
They were on some shit. And it's like old school bloodline when the Usos are there, just going on Raw for no reason and kicking everybody's ass. I missed that. So you felt that, you know. And like Nick Aldis came out, tried to stop the bullshit, but you know Cameron Grimes he paid the price. But you know the mere mention of Roman Reigns got me out my seat. I'm not gonna lie, but you know we didn't get Roman Reigns.
Of course not.
He wasn't there. It was too cold for him.
Yeah. No, it was way too cold for him. Yeah, you know he's somewhere on the island, walking around butt naked. His wife's loving it.
He wasn't about that cold.
Nah, but, so you know they set up the main event for later on. So they set up Paul Heyman looking for guys all night long. But
that wasn't too bad. I kind of enjoyed that. Keep Paul Heyman mix it up with like different people in the back.
That was actually fun. I think my favorite was pretty deadly.
I like Carlito.
Carlito.
I feel like there could be some like a build-up story from there. I wouldn't mind seeing the Carlito versus Roman. No crazy build-up. Just like a one-off.
Just a little.
You
spank
know
that
what's
ass
funny
real
about
quick.
Little something.
You know what's funny about all of that though is like it kind of makes you realize how many bridges the bloodline have burnt
Oh yeah.
Oh
in
yeah,
this 3.5 years. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they
I
have
mean,
whooped
it's
everybody's
saying
ass.
if they have any bridges right now. would
like I
be
said,
a
it was just
miracle.
Pretty Deli out there who was gonna help them. It's just like you know.
It can only be one.
Exactly.
It could only be one. Not yet. They was out of there after that. It was like, but
I'm
yeah.
not gonna hold you. It's pretty deadly the next part of that Samoan dynasty. You know what I mean?
Man, that's the question.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? When
What is
Jimmy
it?
leaves, they need someone like the Usos. It's Pretty Deadly, someone they can rely on.
Could be.
With the Polynesian tats all over.
Oh my god!
Yes, boy.
Fake
Yes, boy.
Yeah, it'll be the fake
We the
one.
ones. But we had the Bianca Belair match, which I enjoyed the match, but I think I enjoyed it just because Damage Control was just being like the mean girls. They were being mad catty, so it was like, nah, we ain't helping you.
Yeah.
They was like, nah, you got this. You said on your own, right? You got this.
Pretty much.
Set them up. Basically set her up for failure. You know, but I enjoyed the part of her distracting the ref and be like, what you doing? Like, hit her. Like, hit her. This is what you're supposed to be doing.
It's just all bad news bears, honestly, for Bayley. Like
Yeah.
she just wants to see the team eat, and the team just wants to see her just be gone.
You be gone. Like, you don't belong here.
Like how you get kicked out of your own faction. I feel like it's a story that's told over and over again.
Over and over again.
You start a faction, you love it, you just want to see them win, but they hate you.
I mean, if you think about it, they're almost the same way when like they kick Edge out from Judgment Day.
Yeah,
Not the same thing.
pretty much. That was terrible. Your boy he was down bad.
When was it? Was that after Mania? That
was
kicked
like
Edge out?
after Mania, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Or SummerSlam? No.
I feel like it was a Mania match. I feel like it was Finn versus Edge to get him in Judgment Day, and then did they do Edge versus Finn 2 years in a row at WrestleMania?
I don't know.
No.
Wait, he
No,
did
because-
him versus the Demon in the cage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then he.
Yeah, that was
set up-
second
What
year.
pay-per-view was that though?
Yeah, that's all that 1 year. I don't know, but regardless, yeah, factions
Oh, I
love
know, we
kicking
need
out
to
their
brush up
leaders.
on that
They
history.
love kicking out the guy who brought them together. It's not.
Yeah.
Our trust doesn't come with you.
Not at all. Thank you for bringing us together.
Yeah.
'Cause we would have never met otherwise.
Never, ever.
But it's time for you. It's time for you to go. Thank you.
But speaking of the factions that probably gonna turn on each other, whatever, just don't. Who cares? Bobby and Kross. That was fun. I'm being sarcastic when I say that, but I do enjoy the idea of Authors of Pain.
Yeah,
But
I mean, another faction. I mean,
the Triple H loves factions. It's
oh
just
yeah,
building them.
honestly.
You know what my favorite.
But
thing
after what's that?
is that whole the double body slam, but then they tap the opponents like they're beer cans. Fire.
Gangster.
Yeah, it was alright.
What's that name? Is it the Final Testament or the First Testament or something like that?
The final testament.
The Final Testament.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty dope name. I'm not gonna lie.
Fire.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's gonna sell merch. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
them
my
versus
mad
the
goth
Judgment Day
people.
would be a good.
Mad
Yeah,
goth
title.
people. I mean, that's a lot of wrestling fans, man.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm always saying that Rhea Ripley song's a banger. That shit is a banger.
Yo, people do love it.
I love it. Every time Rhea Ripley song comes on, I go crazy.
It is.
But,
it is
We had the the Austin Theory match, and honestly, it was okay. But I just hope he's okay, man, because that was
Nah, they-
wild.
I think they're both fun. Theory's out here still cutting promos and everything.
That's
I
good
mean,
because
they
he.
probably both on. I think they're.
I mean,
watch.
Carmelo looked fine. They said facial contusion, but he looked fine.
Nah,
Like,
they just
yeah.
said that because they need to cover up what Carmelo did. That
yeah.
was all. That was all on that one. Boy hesitated and grabbed the ropes. I don't know. That's
Wait,
my
so
personal opinion.
in your experience, whose fault is that?
Like
He
again,
said
we don't
Carmelo.
want to point blames, but if you want to point a finger, that was all Carmelo. Like that's one of those, especially coming off the ropes and using the ropes as a springboard. You gotta feel that. So if you saw Austin Theory hit the ropes and he went down, and like he sat, as soon as he touched and off, he went to go. So when he went to go, for some reason you saw Carmelo hold on to the ropes, like he hesitated for a hot second, and that right there, that millisecond, is all it takes to ruin the spot. I don't know what Carmelo was thinking, but yeah.
Damn.
That sucks because
You know who
looking
would've
at it,
ended
I
that
thought
spot?
that. Who?
Keith Lee.
Get out of here. Turn off
You
turn
know
off your
what? You
mic.
probably would
Turn
have.
off your camera. Just go somewhere. Just not here. Nah, I really thought it was Austin Theory's fault because at first glance, I didn't think he got enough air on that springboard to elevate him. Because Melo's not really a tall guy, so you kind of need to give him like a little bit more space to navigate. That's how
I
I
mean,
kind
I
of.
can
That's how I
probably
saw
see
it.
where you see that, but I still no. I mean he sat on it pretty flush, like he wasn't wobbly or anything. He had a nice bounce to it, So it's one of those like he bounced and then like he jumped on, boom, and then he's supposed to go, but he jumped on, he hesitate, so he went like this, and then that's where he fucked up.
So one more question about this spot. Do you think you could have done that Spanish fly better?
Yeah.
You hit it
Easily.
here,
It's
folks.
not a hard spot to take,
He
especially
said
off the
he
second.
said easily. Listen, WWE, if you're listening,
Easily.
we got the Zombie King here.
Hey
He said
man,
your
that's a
wrestlers
easy
trash. He can do that spot easily.
that's a easy
So 50% off.
front bump. You just can't
50%
hesitate.
off.
And obviously you hesitate, that's what happens. You hurt people.
Just you don't even gotta pay him. Just give us merch. Just give us merch
Yeah,
and we'll give you the
I'm
Zombie
good.
King.
I'm good with that. I'm good with merch. I work my ass off for the
But
truth.
so getting to the main event though, we had Paul Heyman got no help, guys, and Jimmy came off as worried, but little bro gave him a pep talk of not worried, and Jimmy wasn't worried no more. So they come out until they were worried. But they tried to take out their worries. They took out Randy Orton because clearly that's the only one they care about. They're like, that we could beat everybody else's ass.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
funny.
AJ Styles, LA Knight. So they came out, give my man the thumb.
That's it.
Randy's choked out. The move that put out Cena. He's out. They take him to the corner. They have the match. All of a sudden Randy comes out and just puts the bloodline in the damn dirt. Like,
I mean, that's pretty much.
yeah, RKO here. This, honestly. Go ahead.
They were calling them the new Shield. The way they
They did the buckle bomb. That shit blew my mind. Oh, not the buckle bomb, but the Shield power bomb. That grossed me out. I'm not gonna lie. I hate seeing Randy work as a team with those guys. Like I don't like it. RKO them, Randy.
I don't like seeing Randy in the team in general.
Yeah, exactly. Just RKO everybody.
Yeah. I mean, that's coming at the end, of course.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be this week's finale or something.
I'm kind of thinking about it. So at the Rumble, do you remember that Fatal 4-Way years ago on Monday Night Raw where Shawn Michaels hit Cena with the super kick and he landed on Randy for the pin?
Yes.
I was wondering if they can kind of like recreate that on Roman, but nobody really has a move that kind of grogs you. You know what I mean? Everybody's move is kind of take downish. The only one that has a groggle move is Roman with the Superman punch.
No,
I kind of just
with the LA's Knight move. You can sell it up. LA Knight can give it to someone, sell it up. He comes up, he can take a RKO, and whoever takes it can just fall straight back down.
I feel like
you don't
it's
have
if
to
you
sell it dead always. You can sell it like if you take it like a stunner.
I would agree with you, but the fact is, he brings your face all the way with you to the dirt. So you kind of
That's
fall
easy.
flat regardless. You know what I mean? It's kind of a weird spot.
No, you can
I think it has to start with an RKO to somebody, and it ends with the phenomenal forearm. So it would be like RKO to LA Knight, Roman Reigns. You know what I mean? Basically, Roman Reigns gonna Superman punch somebody. They gonna phenomenal forearm him after, and then he lands on whoever got RKO'd and they dead. Some nonsense like that. But I actually would love that ending.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Roman's got blessed by the
I'm
gods
pretty sure
before.
The phenomenal forearm is gonna be straight into an RKO.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for. You know,
I mean,
but
if they
it's-
can do where he can hit the forearm and take the RKO at the same time, so that's 2 for 1.
I mean, let's be honest though. We know LA Knight's in this match to take the pin,
I mean, yeah.
True. I don't know. It's just
or the guillotine.
it's hard because it's like I would love to see a fatal 4-way with no bloodline interference, just because we have the chance to get a great match. I mean, except for LA Knight, because that boy is ass. But we got to see a triple threat match with AJ Styles and Randy Orton and Roman Reigns. You know what I mean? That's fire. This was probably one of the Roman matches I'm actively looking forward to in a really long time.
Yo,
'Cause
facts.
the last few, honestly, I feel like I haven't seen a Roman match that I really wanted to see since Night of Crown Jewel when they went against the Usos. Other than that, even the
Damn,
Jey
Uso
match,
Damn.
it wasn't that I didn't want to watch it. It was kind of had a feeling that Roman wasn't dropping the strap.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
So with this, it's like,
I feel
so with
that.
this, even though I feel like he's not going to lose the strap, I still feel like you still get a degree of unpredictability involved with this match. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man,
So
And there's always
that's just my
Damian
thoughts.
Priest.
and there's always Damian
Yeah,
Priest.
there is over Damian Priest.
I'm telling you right now, Damian Priest cashes in on Roman Reigns in this fatal 4-way match.
He's dying.
I'm not watching wrestling no more. I'm done. I'm watching
I might have a heart attack.
I'm watching My Little Pony on Mondays, Tuesdays,
Let me ask you,
Wednesdays.
How upset would you
What'd he
be
do?
if he cashes in and he's the one who eats the pin?
Well, I'd be upset if he just did that in general. Like, what are you doing?
If he cashed it and ate the pin, and
I'll be
Damian
mad
and make
Priest
it
ate the pin.
we're gonna make it a 5 match? Like, come on, a fatal 5-way. Like,
Listen,
no.
I'll tell you what. If Damian
Either way,
Damian
I'm
Priest
mad.
cashes in and gets pinned in a fatal 5-way match by Roman Reigns, just pack it up.
Pack it
Let's
up.
go back to Raw.
not.
Go hug.
No, go
Finn
back to Puerto
Balor.
Rico. Don't go back to Raw.
You know what? Go back to ECPW, tag team with the Zombie King, and go win the tag titles.
No, let's not do that.
It's the only one. He's off. He's off at that. Like,
And it's gonna look at him backstage, loser.
I knew back when I beat him back in the day.
Here, bro? What's going on?
But all right, yo, Nimran, why don't you tell us about NXT?
Nitro.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all
Yellow.
right now, at one time only, I will never take NXT again.
It's not that bad.
Look, guys.
I know we used to hate her on a lot when we first started this podcast, but it's got better.
It's not for me. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's not for me. It was a lot of me watching and feeling like Patrick Starr. Who are you people? Because that's exactly how I felt.
It's development.
That's mad funny.
On top of that, I was real excited when I did get NXT because of the Dusty Classic. Real big fan of Dusty Classic. This Dusty Classic isn't it? It's a storyline based Dusty. It's just for Mello and Trick. And that being said, Mello and Trick beat 2 people I do not know. I'm sorry, I didn't get their names. I do not know who they were. But they beat them. And they advanced. And then also in the Dusty Classic later on, made me laugh because Chase, you lost to the Job Squad. I mean, LWO got a win, guys. That was mind blowing to me.
Well, they go
I'm not-
hard in NXT for some
listen.
reason.
I'm not gonna lie though, guys. Main roster guys should never be losing to NXT guys ever. And I went into that.
No,
I went into that match
about the
thinking that
main
Chase.
roster jobber guys, though. Let's be honest, though.
Listen, main.
You said the LWO aren't jobbers?
I mean, in the main roster, in
Yeah,
NXT, it's
yeah,
like,
that-
it's like a video game. You know, your level 25, you go back a couple levels to feel strong again. You know.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta punch down a bit sometimes just to get your confidence up.
Level back up.
Listen, I'm not gonna hold you.
But like I was saying, guys,
LWO
the issue
would
with the Dusty Classic is that it's just for Mello and Trick to do the betraying angle. And
I mean,
you got the you still got you got Braun and Baron Corbin. That's a great angle right there.
Yeah, but
It's actually showing Braun's personality. Yes,
I mean, Braun and
that's who's
Baron
gonna win.
Corbin are hilarious.
Oh, then the
Braun and
chemistry
Baron are
between
going to
them,
win.
unlike
It's going to be them
Corbin.
versus
Yeah, as
Mello
they
Trick
should.
with the betrayal angle, because that's what this is all for.
At the end, yeah.
And I mean,
I agree with that. That is,
And then two new best friends emerge: Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin.
Yeah, the Lone Wolf and I don't even know this.
The
this
Lone
Braun
Wolf.
handle?
The Wolf
The Wild Dogs. The Wolf Dogs. Yeah.
Dogs.
Man.
Wild Boys or something. It's going crazy.
The Twilight Dogs.
But I'll tell you what I did like about NXT, and that's y'all's boy Obafemi.
That guy. Shining.
Everything he does.
Did you just set off the Wakanda Forever?
He definitely did.
Whoa.
Yo,
We have to address this.
Hold on.
No, whoa.
You didn't watch NXT because the crowd did the Wakanda Forever, and then they chanted "ooh" every time he said something, and that was over like hell.
Yes, because he's Nigerian. But we're not gonna act like this. We're not gonna act like this is not problematic. You can't do the Black Panther for an African man. That's just not right.
That's exactly who you're supposed to do it for. No? It's
It's
Wakandan.
That we're going.
Wow. They don't know better. This is why Peter Parker couldn't do it in the game.
Come on.
You know what's mad funny? If you looked at who's going to oof in the crowd, it was the Chase U section, and that was problematic within itself.
So they were encouraged.
They were encouraged. Yeah. You seen all those red sweatshirts going oof, and I was like, oh my god, this is terrible.
But
I mean, it's fantastic.
That dude is everything they wanted Omos to be as far as being a dominant giant. That dude has it all, y'all. He looked great with the strap. He was wearing the same turtleneck. I don't know if WWE just provides these turtlenecks for these superstars that are big, because I swear every big guy has a turtleneck. He had the chain going on. He looked like a star. His promo was fine. I'm not going to say he's the best promo. His promo was fine.
He wasn't mad, though. I mean, he's
fans were blowing it up, though, with the every time he says something. It was like getting the what chant. He was acknowledging it. He did real good. Dragon Lee came out. That was real good. They're getting a rematch, I'm pretty sure. He didn't accept, but we all know where that's going.
He said maybe.
After that, guys, I got to ask y'all, because I don't know, and I guess it was the whole point of this segment. My boy JBL was on screen. I like me some JBL. Who is Josh Briggs? Did someone actually
he is like
that was the joke of the segment, and I did not know who he was.
I mean, I think he's like a former tag team champion or something like that. You know,
part of some stable with
Fallon Henley.
Yes,
and some other guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I can't even tell you who he is.
They've been giving him a push for the last month and a half now. No, they didn't even tell you.
He's doing something with JBL, and JBL was like, "Do you gotta ask yourself, who is Josh Briggs?" And then it like ends, and I was sitting there, and I was like, "Well, who is he?" Who are you? And then we had the main event, guys, which was a woman battle royal, which was done perfectly because it set up multiple storylines. The last four became a fatal four-way. How do y'all feel about that?
Fire.
Like it was like a mid-match.
That's actually a great concept.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
I know, like, I've seen it where it was, like, the last two. Like, I know AEW does the last two becomes a singles match and stuff. But I thought it was interesting that it was the last four. Because when you think of a Rumble or a Battle Royal or whatever, it's usually who's the last four. I thought it looked really good. I do want to say, Blair Davenport looked really strong. Lash Legend looked really strong. Roxanne Perez looked really strong. And then came, hold on, I wrote down her name. Because I didn't know her, but she cracked me up. Because she was super weak. She couldn't lift nobody.
Ariana
Grace.
You know who her dad is?
That is
is
my homie. Yeah. That is my homie. She had me dying. She went to go lift Lash. Lash was like, nah. She went to the other side, hit old girl. Old girl was like, nah. And then Blair Davenport laid out somebody, and she struggled.
It makes so much sense that he loves him.
Yo, do you know who her dad is?
No, who is it?
Nitram, you know who her dad is?
No, who is it?
Santino Marella.
Makes so much sense.
Is it really?
Yeah, her dad is Santino.
Oh man, she has her father's comedic gene. I love this right now. This is the happiest I've been talking about NXT.
He's like, can I get it back?
I knew he was gonna be so happy.
His
I did
opinion
not
just
know that.
changed
That's
for
generally a
NXT.
surprise for me. I'm really happy for her. She was hilarious. Kalani Jordan got to shine. Big note.
That's a superstar right
Positive
there.
for me.
Superstar.
And of course, Roxanne won the match. Roxanne was the right choice.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much wrapping up NXT. It was better than, I guess, some of the other wrestling shows I watched this week. Wrestling was fine. I just feel like it was a lot of Trick Mello stuff, and I'm not really into the Trick Mello story at this point. I feel like it dragged too long. So that was NXT.
So going into
Wait, well. Yeah. I didn't realize we skipped Monday. Go ahead, Zombie King. My bad on that.
Wait, did we really skip Monday?
Yeah, like
Oh, brother, these guys stink.
stink.
Well, I mean, Monday
Mark's
wasn't
gonna be
too
listening to this
anything
like,
to really talk
you're not
about.
gonna talk
To
about
open
Raw?
up the show, we have Cody Rhodes. Good old, what Chance like to say, Red Ranger. Just about to talk about his.
Go Power
Just about
Rangers.
to talk about his story. He got interrupted by good old Drew McIntyre. He's like maybe like the Black Ranger for Chance over here. I don't know. With
I will give him.
Skill.
Listen, I will give him the honorary 6 Power Ranger. I would never give him Tommy because that's disrespectful to Tommy. But think of any other generation where the 6th Ranger is evil. That's Drew McIntyre.
Oh man, I did some research on that one. It was nothing, another. Everyone got a story these days, but that's pretty much what is that. Leading into R-Truth, I mean that's a real opener for me. Everything R-Truth is doing right now is just 100% entertaining. The segment he had with Damian Priest hustling in the parking lot, get everyone's money. Hey, how can you be mad at someone that's going to hand you a wad of money? Let's be honest.
That's why he stopped being mad.
That's why he's in the gang. He's earning.
Can I get a cut? That's all I'm saying.
He looked at JD. He was like, why are you mad at Truth? He's contributing. What are you doing?
Exactly,
was like,
bro. Your big ass head.
He's
like, you're not on the shirt.
You're not on the shirt? What do you mean? I was contemplating wearing some Judgment Day merch, hoping to get some cash today. I'm about
to get me some Judgment Day. But leading to the first match of the night, DIY versus Judgment Day. And I consider this one a great match. One of the better matches I've seen on WWE TV yet. I really like DIY. I really like the color scheme. They remind me of the X-Men. I don't know about you guys. Every time I see them, I kind of see like Scott and Wolverine.
Okay.
So I can after the end of that, I don't mind them going over the Judgment Day and getting the tag titles. I think right now they look like probably the most competitive tag team there. Other than Jinder's guys.
Controversial thought about them actually.
No.
I used to like DIY in NXT. I think as far as main roster stuff, I think Ciampa with The Miz elevated him more as a tag team than DIY is doing right now.
I could see that.
Honestly, yeah. I agree with you so much. They've kind of gone back to the NXT level with this. Like we could see them on NXT one of these days in a Dusty Classic or something of that nature.
But with that said, too, are we liking down the fuzzy boots? He got some new ones.
I mean, it was mad snowy outside. It was fitting.
At first he had like the cow print ones.
Yeah, I love those.
Those are bold. Those are bold. I'm gonna say that. These new ones are like gray, like I don't know.
Like alpaca. They're crazy though. Yeah,
crazy.
I like them.
I dig them. I hate him more because he wears them, so that's why I like him. I don't like them. Like as a wrestler, I think they're stupid, but it's perfect.
Exactly.
It's perfect. The female tag match. Piper, Chelsea Green. I mean, it was alright. It was alright. Nothing really to talk about. I'm really loving the push with Nia Jax, though. I think it's well deserved. I think it's perfect. I think she's putting in the work, protecting girls, but still making herself look strong. Loving the push for her.
Actually, I'm enjoying the push for her too. She's actually doing like great work. Like
Yeah.
she, like you're great when you could make. I mean, obviously Rhea's always gonna be a baby face without Dom, but it's just the dynamic that they're pushing is actually great for it. Like it makes a lot of sense, which Rhea's stuff hasn't made sense in a while.
No, and it's perfect too, right around the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Gunther's back. He makes his return. You know, declares he's gonna go in the Royal Rumble himself. I mean, do you think he needs the Rumble? I mean, it'd be nice.
Gunther's he could do whatever he wants. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think I prefer to see him at a match and not.
Well, I feel like the Rumble's a perfect way to set up a match. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody hopes for Brock versus Gunther at some point, and like if Brock comes into the Royal Rumble, you could set up that story right there.
That would be perfect.
Double elimination.
You know,
Brock and Gunther same time setting up their Mania match.
Ooh.
But do we think Brock goes over? Because I don't want Brock to go over.
He don't. Nah, Brock's not. Brock's. Yeah, he's not going over no more.
I hope not. I mean, I would love to see that match, but I would be so mad if Brock goes over. But then again, wouldn't be so mad either because he lost to Brock Lesnar. It's not he lost to Ivar or something.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. I don't want to hear no slander on Ivar's name. That boy is nice.
He's not bad though.
He's good. It's just he's not Brock Lesnar.
He's not Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would you do if Brock Lesnar had Ivar's voice?
Oh, I don't think Brock Lesnar would be Brock Lesnar.
Like, guys, just stop it.
Yeah.
Suplex City.
It's not working. Who's
That's
buying
mad
that?
funny. Welcome to the Brock party.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of that segment, we have Lucid Kaiser, Xavier Woods, pretty much Greg match. I really like Lucid Kaiser. I think he's like very underrated.
Yeah, Ludwig is nice.
All around, this great wrestler. Another segment we had too on Raw was Rhea wanted to go. It's just the women's locker room. I feel like she's do this every week now, but get interrupted by Becky. Becky admits, this is kind of surprising to me, admits that Rhea might be better than her, and that's why she needs to face her at WrestleMania. How do you guys feel about that match at WrestleMania?
Let me
Becky
get
be
this
finding reasons. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me get this. If there's one thing that irks the shit out of me about Becky Lynch, it's like she tries to make herself the Eddie Kingston of WWE Women's Wrestling. You know, where Eddie's an underdog in every story.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Eddie's always the underdog. Becky
Girl.
tries to make herself the underdog. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? You are you are a superstar.
You're
You
a
think
Hall of
Rhea's-
Famer at this point.
But you think
You
Rhea
know what
is
kills
better?
me
I'm
about
like,
that whole thing though? Is that I sat
What's
there
that?
and watched that, and in my mind, the first thing I said was, "Didn't you just lose to Nia Jax? Like, why do you get a title shot?"
Well, she said
she has
she's
to
gonna
earn it
go,
at the Rumble.
Yeah, entering the Rumble to win the Rumble to face
My point is,
Rhea.
she's not the best.
bro, it's
I mean, I
crazy to
consider
me.
number one, top maybe 5.
Yeah, I mean she's up there with as some of the best. Like she's a name, like a great name to beat.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy to me to think about this because honestly, most of these women have gotten a title shot, right? So what's lucrative, the title shot or the WrestleMania spot? You know what I mean? I think it's a more WrestleMania spot than it's the actual title shot itself. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
At least for the women's title.
Because it's true, especially for the women's title. But like, Becky doesn't need this for Rhea. She probably makes a great WrestleMania match for Rhea. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But honestly, Rhea's title reign and title defenses to this point has been mute. Has not been great.
Yeah, I mean,
Very
to be honest,
mid.
she's lapping the division. And there's not really much for her can do.
It's not, bro. It's
Like
not
nothing's
about.
gonna pop off until the Rumble because we're gonna get.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're gonna get some handful of surprises.
It's not about
And
lapping the roster for me, because lapping the roster is fine. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you dominate, you lap the roster. It's the way she's doing it. Nobody really looks great after a Rhea Ripley match.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie
that's
to you
true. I
guys.
do give you that. Once you like, after I mean, I do give you that. Who looks strong after a real? Like, where do you see him after?
And
I
listen,
mean,
look
no
at
one
me.
Charlotte
goes
Flair.
anywhere after. I mean, Charlotte Flair. I feel like Ivy Nile looks pretty strong. I'm not gonna say, but Ivy Nile looks strong for her level of competitor
Yes,
compared to
yes,
Rhea.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
but
who's
look
leading
at what she's doing
Puerto Rico
now.
or no?
She made Lara Valkyrie look strong.
Yeah, but Lyra Valkyrie is doing something in her own like promote division now. You know what I mean? Her own promotion.
Oh yeah, I mean,
NXT.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
But
not
like,
like
she's
you
a
have to
champ.
compete with her on a weekly basis.
But let's think about it. Let's look at it. Rhea Ripley against Charlotte Flair when she won the strap. Charlotte was off TV for a little while, came back, SmackDown, didn't even mention it. She just wanted her rematch for the strap that she never got against Rhea. Who was it? Zelina Vega. Didn't do anything. That was probably the hypest that LWO ever was at that point.
Yeah.
Did absolutely nothing. Who was after that? Raquel did absolutely nothing
But
for Raquel. Did
besides
nothing.
Raquel, I think they looked strong in the match, and
I think
that's
that was the work
kind
they
of
did.
how the women's division goes because there's no mid card championship.
No,
If
I
there's a
don't
mid
agree
card
with you.
championship,
That
you
you
can.
never thought we're gonna get a chance.
Yeah, I do believe that.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I don't agree with you all at all because I think women come out looking stronger after facing Nia Jax than they do facing Rhea Ripley.
It's the same. I mean, I will say this: the level of opponents haven't been like great. Like they're you like it's like we said earlier. You know the outcome every time going into it.
Yeah.
So with that said, like I do think like it's like the Roman effect. It's like everybody after fighting Roman, what are they doing? Kevin Owens is fighting Logan Paul right now. It's you significantly drop because it's just there's nothing else to do.
The
Yeah.
KO headline main event of WrestleMania. You know what I mean?
I mean, he did come back and do a tag match, and yeah.
And he
I mean,
he main events of WrestleMania, one of the
Yeah,
biggest
yeah.
tag team matches in
I
WWE
agree, yeah.
history. It's the only tag team match to main event of WrestleMania.
I'm about to rewatch it after this.
Roman has elevated most 75% of his opponents. Rhea has not
But what I'm
elevated
saying is they
anybody
just
to any type of. What I'm saying is Rhea's opponents
compare it
after
to
they're
Seth's
done.
championship. Then though, you know what I mean? Where everybody's just meh after. It's
Yeah.
everybody's in limbo after because that's what happens when you compete for a championship. You got to the top,
And-
now you couldn't beat the top, and now you go back to the bottom of the list, which
And
is
I'm
To be fair, Roman elevating 75% of his opponents. He's fought like 6 people.
Oh my!
Hey man,
gotta-
come on, man.
I mean,
Listen,
We're talking
I-
Jey Uso,
I
we're
mean,
talking
LA
Sami
Knight's
Zayn.
in a good spot after Roman.
Listen,
LA
listen.
Knight's
We
still in a
gotta
good spot.
remember.
Yeah.
We gotta remember. Nitram is an AEW mark and an indie mark. So please forgive him on his Roman slander.
I don't have
He does not
faith in
acknowledge
Roman.
you how me and Brandon acknowledge you, our tribal chief.
We the ones, tribal chief.
We
We the
acknowledge
ones.
you, our
The belt's
tribal
right there.
chief.
I'm not trying to impose tribal chief.
It's just good merch. Look at him. He acknowledges. But yes, Roman has elevated 75% of his talent afterward to a spot where they're obviously main event people. Seth, on the other hand, that's a great point. He hasn't elevated anybody afterward. Maybe Drew, because Drew's still bitter, moping around. You know what I mean? Nobody's coming out of these spots looking great.
But that's what I'm kind of saying about the championship contenders limbo. It's like once you get there, there's nothing else for you to do. Kevin Owens was a bad example because Kevin Owens, but he's been there 4 times and then went back to limbo and came back. Like you know what I mean? So it's
Well, Kevin Owens also has been one of Roman's go-to feuds. I mean,
that's kind of what I mean. But
Yeah, exactly. Like he's been kind of his back pocket feud for a long time now.
I'm hoping this is like a slight tradition of with this Rhea Ripley kind of where it's going. Where it's like she fought Charlotte one year. This year she fights Becky. Next year, it's Bayley, and then the year after, it's Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? We keep that would be a dope little thing. She just beat all 4 horsewomen.
I mean, I doubt if Mercedes comes out, they let her beat her. But
Are you saying she's the final boss and she doesn't win? I'm for that.
I know you're for that.
Like,
No, but I wasn't for they want to cast that Seth Rollins promo though. Boy, what's they didn't pay their heat bill, or he did it outside.
It's just
Boy, it
cold
was cold.
backstage. It's just cold
Boy, it was
backstage.
cold. All that money, bro. Give him a heater, bro. Buy him a little buddy called Mr. Heater. Boy, it was cold. I shouldn't see his breath during the promo. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That leads on to R-Truth and the Miz versus the Judgment Day. I mean, it's another entertaining match. The money spot, it's everything about it. Entertaining. You can't really. I do have a theory. Behind the whole R-Truth and Judgment Day. I think R-Truth is going to be the reason why Damian Priest turns face eventually.
Yeah. I have a similar theory, like just like that.
Yeah.
I think
Because,
it's.
I think
you
it's
kind
the
of see
reason
him
why the
toward the
whole
match.
faction
Like, he
goes
has a little
face.
sympathy for him.
Well, I don't think the
Martin?
whole faction goes face, Martin. I think it's only
whole
some of
faction.
them. I don't think all of them.
Hear
I
me
think
out.
some
I
of
don't
them are
think all of
resistance to it. I think that JD and Finn relationship stays heel.
Yeah.
Dom works as a
I
heel.
think-
You think Dom's gonna work as a face? I care about you
That-
guys. People
That's the
go,
only part of my conspiracy that I don't
"Boo."
acknowledge because it's like that doesn't make sense in my theory. So I just don't even. I just throw it out the window. It doesn't exist.
Could you imagine?
But
Could you imagine
how
somebody's getting
Dom?
jumped?
Yeah, but how Dom will get over if he goes against? It's not really going against Judgment Day. He goes against Mommy.
That's not me.
And
No,
that's what
I'm.
turns him face.
I will always root for Mommy and boo Dominic. It's just how it's always gonna work.
I mean,
Listen,
we can
Dom's.
see about that.
Listen, Dom. Listen, we love to hate Dom. It's not that we think Dom is an actual douchebag. We just love to boo him.
No, he's
He's
a stand-up guy.
fun
Yeah,
to
that's
he's
his
fun to
job.
boo.
Yeah. He makes it easy.
He does make it easy. He just looks so silly. And so clueless.
Yeah, I mean the match he had with DIY. I mean, he's definitely. I feel like he's upgrading every time we see him.
Every time.
Of
Yeah.
course, man. So super young.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off, but like his character work is just so damn fantastic.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, right?
bro, like when he
From the
jumped up on the
beginning-
ropes, he was like, "Gimme."
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
he definitely like from the beginning, like his character work, but doing the spots and everything is easy because it's all repetition after that. But everything in between is the hard part, the character work, and watching him get so comfortable in the ring to silly things with your face and be comfortable to be funny. He came a long way.
Yeah.
But
He's
let's wrap this up with the main event. Seth Rollins, Jinder Mahal. It was nothing too exciting. Decent main event. A lot of interruptions. Damian Priest showed his face. Drew McIntyre made the save for some reason. Seth Rollins gets the win. I mean, supposedly, I don't know. Seth Rollins may be hurt. Hopefully not after that match. Hopefully it's just a stinger or something. So if it is, hopefully fast heal. But if it's not, Chance might get one of his wishes comes true.
Tom or
Let's see
Nick?
about that.
Tom and Nick win a
Tom.
championship?
I don't know. Maybe Seth Rollins injured. Someone got to take that title.
Honestly, talking about the Seth injury, it sucks, man, because it's a real unfortunate situation.
I
Obviously,
hate when
to
people lose their
Raw's.
titles like that.
man. It's like I keep saying, he jinxed himself. Last week he said it. He said, "Oh, I never walked into Mania with the belt."
It sucks because hopefully this is one of those injuries he just needs like a couple weeks off and be fine for Mania. You know what I mean? So hopefully there's nothing too crazy. Just like, you know what, take a couple weeks. Because I'm sure Seth on one leg can still give you a pretty good match.
I mean, he did pretty good in this match. My man got the curb stomp off, got the pedigree off, all on an injured knee. He's a madman.
He is a man. You know what it is? It's that all that adrenaline as you're going, you don't feel it till the
You know,
moment
don't
you
do
rest your leg.
nothing.
It looked like he
Yeah,
felt it. He was like,
Oh, you definitely feel something, a stinger. Unless it's severe, bro. Let me tell you, once that adrenaline's kicking through, and you check, you're like, okay, that still works. I can still feel my toes. I can still feel the fingertips. Okay, we're good. Let's keep going.
And what's
and
the
then
worst?
after that, you're like, oh, fuck, something's wrong.
And what's the worst injury you wrestled through?
I had a couple of ones, man. I fell off a ladder during one match. I mean, this neck one was pretty bad. I just had recently. We're wrestling with a luchador, and he did a plancha off the top rope. And he landed directly on top of my head. You know,
Ooh.
my neck went.
Mm.
I heard a couple of cracks.
Ooh, that must have
But
been fun.
I got up. You check the fingers, you check the toes, you check your neck. I can still walk, I can still breathe. Spine's okay.
All mid match.
No, I'm in match. You got as you're still working, as he's still going, because it takes a while for you to communicate, but you're still communicating with yourself if everything's okay and everything's still working.
Talk
know,
about talk about luchadors and stuff. Have you ever wrestled with somebody that you didn't understand their language, what they were speaking?
Yeah, I wrestled a deaf person once.
How do
No
you
disrespect, but
get through your spots?
hearing impaired.
How do you get through your spots?
It's. I feel like everything has its own language. Especially when it comes to professional wrestling. A look can mean something. What we like to call it, Iggy. You know what I mean? When we got you in the hole and we give it a little squeeze here and there. A little behind the curtains. I like to use that for my opponents. So if I want them to reverse or take the lead or something like that, I give them the little Iggy. But you go over your spots. Especially with the hearing pair wrestler I wrestled. Everything was played out, action out. We went over each spot and this and that, and then from there just feeling it out and being there when it's time to be there and being ready to catch and be ready to run and all that.
So that particular match you had to like pre-work your spots just so you guys are on the
Yeah,
same page.
yeah. That one you definitely pre-work your match because. But then again, we had a banger match. People was into it. People caught the story. We had a nice applause at the end. No spots were messed up. It was just a feeling, You just, like I said, wrestling has its own language.
That's fire, man.
That's
Yeah.
tough. That really is.
Yeah.
I always wanted that because now that I watch more AEW stuff and I see a whole bunch of more crossovers. I always wonder, like, how do these guys work through that next? Like, it leaves very little like time for like improv or ad libbing.
No,
Because
no,
some
like that. Especially again, you say luchador. I forgot to mention too. Luchador, they work opposite of American standard. So American standard, everything's to the left. We're feeding to the left. Our arm drags to the left-handed. Where our lockup, it's lead left. Whereas lucha, everything's to the right. They feed with their right. It's opposite for some reason. And that's where is the hardest part when it comes to American wrestling versus lucha wrestling. They're standing the same as you, so it's like always that stutter step because they're showing we're leading. They're trying to lead both the same way, if that makes sense.
Nah, that makes sense. That's dope.
Mm.
But back to the Seth thing, man. Hopefully Seth's okay, and we still get this banger WrestleMania match. Because if we don't, I think Pepsi Phil's going over at Mania, guys. That's the only way.
If he's hurt, I mean, if it's not Drew, has to be.
I think that's your
I
match.
mean,
Damian Priest.
I genuinely think that's your
mean,
match. Drew versus.
if Cody's hurt, it's Cody Rhodes, baby. If Seth's
But
hurt,
then again, I mean, let's
because
be
The
honest.
Rock took his
Let's
story.
be honest with the Cody thing. If it's not Roman Reigns, does it really matter?
Oh, that's not. I mean, then what's he doing otherwise?
That's what I'm saying. They
But what's he
tried to
doing
make Rock
otherwise?
himself with that whole story thing.
I mean, everybody's talking about their story now.
Everyone
Kinda-
got a fucking story.
It's so redundant.
I got a story too, bro. I'm trying to tell that motherfucker. Yo, WWE, I got mad stories, bro. What's up? I got my story. All right, it's free.
The roughest part about Cody, it kind of feels like he's just been coasting until this WrestleMania. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
been
but-
coasting. Exactly. He's going to remain coasting till next
I mean,
WrestleMania.
the only two feuds we can talk about right now on top of our heads is Brock and Shinsuke.
And that's just because that's what you've done for me lately.
That
With the
Shinsuke
Shinsuke.
feud.
Yeah, it's
That
just like,
Shinsuke-
yeah.
That's the
feud
long,
was-
and Brock and Shinsuke is the long way in between that.
There's a lot of time
Oh
in
wait,
between that.
yeah, the tag match, the tag. He did win the
Oh,
tag.
he was a
for the tag.
champion for a little second.
Okay.
I forgot.
And
I
to
didn't
me,
talk about it
like a
last.
week.
we still don't know what the whole Brock story was even about.
It doesn't need a
Where's
story.
respect?
This is
Brock,
I
New
got that
Japan
story. That was
style.
an easy story.
Brock wanted to introduce himself. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
all.
wanna say
You
hi?
know,
It was 3 matches, y'all.
that's
You
how you
guys-
say
How you
hi.
Welcome to the E.
Hello,
And
good
then your
evening, good
daddy.
night. Good morning,
You know
good
what I
evening,
mean?
good night, sir.
Yeah.
It was Brock Lesnar. Do you need a reason?
That was
Nah,
more
when
than
it
Cody
comes-
wanted. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything right now with Brock Lesnar, it's all like it ought to come out of respect. Can you earn Brock Lesnar's respect in that ring?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's what it comes down to, Brock Lesnar, because you don't know that whole is he shooting? Is he not shooting? Is this real? He's gonna beat you for real? Like, you don't know with Brock Lesnar.
But I'm not gonna lie though. Circling back to Cody, one of the reasons why I hated this run so much was because Cody did not eat a pin this whole entire year. I would have liked. Even against Brock, he passed out, which was such a cop out. You know what I mean? Bro, it was such a cop out. Like, listen, I understand you want to make him dominant, but your boy doesn't need a 98 win percentage for the year, bro. That's crazy. Do you understand how wild that is to have a 98 win percentage for the year?
No,
And
that's
the times
wild.
And the times you lost, you never ate a pin. You never ate the pin. You only have one singles loss. I would have really liked to see him take a loss against Shinsuke, bro. I don't care if it was dirty as hell, like he knocked out the ref, like incapacitated Cody Rhodes and then pinned him afterward. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's easy
Just-
too. You can
just
easily
give-
do the mist.
You can easily do something to make this man eat a pin. Because I have no interest in watching a Cody Rhodes match if it's not against Roman Reigns, because Cody's probably gonna win. That's the one thing I want in
Did
2024
Jey
from
Uso
wrestling.
eat the pin on their tag loss?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Jay.
Yeah.
Jay.
Of
ate
course
the
he
pin.
did.
You think
Who
they're
else
gonna
is
have?
gonna eat it?
You think they're
Cody,
gonna have the purple
Damian, or
eaters?
Finn?
You think
Come
the
on.
purple eaters are gonna pin Cody Rhodes? Come on, man.
This guy's
Listen.
gonna have like a nickname for every wrestler for like Power Rangers.
1,000%.
You know, have the
1,000%.
Yellow
I'm showing my age 1,000%. But listen, at the end of the day,
Lord
2020.
Zonon's gonna be like Paul Heyman.
No, Zordon is hilarious. That might be just TK's new name, Lord Zordon.
Oh man, let's go.
Rangers,
Down
we
for that.
need you. No, but
Mr.
honestly,
Ooze, bro. Come
Mr.
on,
Ooze,
come on.
in 2024, make wrestling less predictable. I want to watch more matches and
I
be
agree.
genuinely
I 100%
surprised.
agree with that. Yo,
I'm tired of
tweet
watching
that.
matches.
Tweet that
I'm
right
tired
now.
Hold up, guys. Nah, let me stop.
Hold up.
But like, listen, I'm tired of watching matches, and I'm able to tell how the match is going to end just by looking at the competitors in the match. It gets me upset. I don't want to watch wrestling that way,
100%.
and that goes with most title matches. And that leads me into AEW this week, guys.
What is happening?
My fault. My child got me sick. When your child gets sick, you get sick. So Marcus,
nah,
I
you
hope you like being healthy. I hope you like being healthy, Marcus, because you're gonna be sick.
Don't be Hundo, Chance. He was spitting that fire real quick.
No, facts.
Yeah, you got to pull out the fire real quick. Didn't want to catch his mad cats on flames and anything. Make wrestling more unpredictable. I'm down for that.
2024.
2024. I'll make wrestling less predictable. But leading into
Merch coming soon.
AEW, man. Honestly, I want to start with the last. I want to start with the main event. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna start at the main event because I generally enjoy the main event. Joe versus Hook. Honestly, looking at this match, I think we all knew that there was no way in the hell Hook was gonna win this match
No.
at all. Right? It just doesn't make sense. You build up Joe to be this dominant force for him to lose to Hook, but I will say they did this match really well. I said last week and I said the week before, never say die. Hook never said die. Hook never died this match. Everything Joe kicked at this man, he pushed through. When he ate that muscle buster at 1, I popped.
Yeah.
I absolutely lost my mind. I was like, there is a chance. There is a chance that
Is
TK
there a
has
lighting
lost
at
his.
the tunnel?
Yes. Bro,
Okay, if that's the reason, I'm all for it then. Okay.
Yeah.
yo, bro, I was
That's to be
I was
like
really
you, Jinder.
like, yo, TK lost his fucking marbles. TK
I mean,
said, "Oh, TK
He
said you're not
still
gonna
lost his marbles with that one.
Yeah.
He's an evil genius now." But I was like, "Yo," I'm like, he didn't put the strap on Jinder. He's gonna put the strap on Hook.
Hey. You know what?
And Hook got some offense in, man. Like he was actively, he was getting some
Hook's a
moves in.
star.
I was like, oh my god, bro. I was losing my mind. But then he fell asleep. So and that's how the match ended. But honestly,
and
that was
that's not. I'm not too mad how that ended.
No.
Going to sleep sometimes because it kind of helped. It looked good. I think
it looked
pending
good.
him would have been too much.
But that's how Joe has been finishing his matches for like the last 6 months. Straight sleepers. No pins, straight sleepers. So it works out. But on the other hand, Taz, next time your son gets assaulted, my boy, Taz, I love you. Save your son's life. Save your
You're only a couple
son.
of feet
He's
away.
a professional, all right?
Yeah.
You don't do that.
I mean,
You only do that if your dog's getting
Stop that,
attacked. That's it.
I'm trying
Yo,
to tell you right now, my son got put to sleep like that. I'm gonna look at him and be like, "Dang, I'll wake him up in a bit." As soon as Joe
Yeah.
leaves, I'll go wake him
But
up.
And this is
And
this
then
is gonna be
that's
Dominic
what he
Mysterio.
deserves. I don't fuck
1,000%.
around and find out.
That's how you train your kid into Dominic Mysterio. Do not listen to that advice.
Yo, Martin's over here giving his kid a blanket. Oh, you got put to sleep? Here you go, baby. Here you nice little
Yeah.
blanket.
Good night.
Listen, I'll tell you.
He's
Listen, I'll
like,
tell you.
thanks, Jamal Joe. I have to do it myself tonight. Thank you.
Listen, I'll tell you right now. Grayson better not get into no fights in elementary school because I'm jumping those little kids.
Better dad than Taz. Yo, wrestling dads are just the worst. Can we
Worse
just
than
admit
dads
it?
are
The
the
worst.
worst, bro. I'm super kicking every little kid in a 2-kick radius. You know what I mean?
Super kicking.
Bro, I'm
freaking
hitting-
shin
bro.
shots at everyone, bro. Knee shots. Everyone.
bro.
Off the table.
He said shots. This is wild. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, bro, I'm doing step up insecurities. Like, bro, it's gonna be a
Straight
madhouse.
Catch this.
Step around
Yo, you
curve
step off
stomp.
one kid's head and kick another. Like,
Curve stomps, everyone. 2 at a time.
Grayson, you taking notes? You taking notes, Grayson?
What do you mean, bro? He's gonna do the tadpole splash off my shoulders. I'm making Brandy coming down as a ref. 1, 2, 3. Point at the dean.
That's official.
No, but honestly, man, Taz, next time Hook gets his ass beat, bro, save his life, please. I was
Please.
uncomfortable for you. Taz was like, I gotta
It's
take
like
my headphone
run down to
off,
the ring, bro. Something.
bro. At least beg Joe to stop.
Not for nothing.
Eat a muscle buster
Taz
for your
is like-
boy.
The end of WWE Taz tenure, he was always getting punked and would always take off his headphones and just be upset. This is what he does. It's just like his signature move.
You know what?
He's like, Taz, get him, Taz, and he'd be like,
You know what's the craziest part? Because Taz was like, "This is uncomfortable, guys. I'm gonna take off my headset." All the guys are like, "Okay," but knowing Taz, he's sick in the head, so he took off the headset. He's like, "Look at my boy getting demolished. I love it. He's a star."
My son just competed for the championship gold.
I will say though, when it comes to Hook,
I'm
AEW
proud of you.
always drops the ball.
I'm
on
proud of
him.
you.
When they first started, he was super hot. I mean, super hot. He was the hottest thing in AEW when they first started. Dropped the ball on him. After Team Taz, he was super hot. They gave him the FTW title. I consider that dropping the ball. It's not even a real title. The whole storyline fell apart. Dropped the ball on him. Every time Hook is hot, whenever they got lightning in a bottle, it's just like they never want to let it out. Because he looked great in here. Like, even though he lost, he looked great.
Bro, after he lost, after the match was over, he looked at Joe. He was like, "This is all you got, Joe." And Joe went back and hit him with another muscle buster, and Hook got right back up. He was like, he's like, "You ready for
tomato.
He was like, "You ready for more?" You know what I mean? But then
There's Jeff Hardy,
Hangman
Undertaker.
came out. He saved his life. You know what I mean? Because that kid would have ate muscle busters for the rest of the night, honestly, because he's a sick man. So Hangman came out. Swerve was in the cut. So, Triple Threat of Revolution, that's 6 weeks away. That's what I hate about TK. I'm like, TK, give us a build. He's like, oh, you want to build? Here's your build. 6 weeks from now, and they're going to keep building this. I'm like, Jesus, man, this is too much. But
You really don't need a build title.
For this one, you kind of do it because you still have the Swerve and Hangman story going on, so you still get to explore that, adding Joe and the title to the mix. But let's get back to the beginning of the show, right? Let's get back to the beginning of this because I did jump to the back because we were talking about predictable title reigns and title matches. So I did think this was one example of how they did it really well.
That's it.
Back to a predictable title win. I feel like this was obvious, guys. The Bang Bang Gang finally sees gold.
As soon as I saw that book, I was like, they're losing it.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. You guys know how I feel about Ring of Honor belts being on AEW, but I'm such a stan. This is the one that I'm gonna close my eyes and not even and act like it's not even a Ring of Honor belt.
Why, Chance? Because we got 2 words for you.
The 6-man tag belt.
Yeah, bro. I'm biased as hell. And I'm not afraid to push my own agendas.
That's it.
Listen. Honestly, it's kind of bittersweet because I felt like the trios title was always gonna go to the Bang Bang Gang, but obviously we lost Juice Robinson due to the back injury, and for a little while we kind of felt like Jay and the Guns' chemistry wasn't all there. Like they kind of got along, but the Bang Bang Gang was filled with giant children, with Juice leading the charge. You know what I mean? So with Jay, the Guns kind of got to grow up a little bit, and it sucks because they're great tag team. They're so young,
yeah,
and they're just great.
Came a long way. So the streets are saying this is going to be a unification match for the Trio Championship. With the I was gonna say the Scissor Gang. What's their names? The Acclaimed. Yeah, the Acclaimed. And it kind of makes sense to me. I want to hear you guys' opinions because honestly, it kind of feels like the Trios division kind of fell off in AEW because there's not a lot of heel Trios factions. You know what I mean? Like you have a few of them, but you have way more baby faces that work as a Trios team rather than a heel Trios faction. So it kind of feels like the right direction. They can always step down into Ring of Honor for whatever faction they got going on over there. So how do you guys feel about the Trios titles potentially being unified? Sorry, Martin.
My thoughts. Oh, you want to go zombie?
No, you go first.
Okay. My thoughts on that was this. Before the Acclaimed won those trio tag belts, they made a promo and they pretty much said, before you retire looking at, daddy ass, we're going to get you some gold. I think this is the way that the Guns, in a sense, get to retire their father. And I'm okay with that.
That's fire. That's fire. That's OD fire. I always felt like that. I always felt like that was always the story. Especially since they had that little argument. And it was like, these are my real sons. I'm like, whoa, Billy.
Who says stuff like that?
Billy, calm down. Your real boys are backstage and catering, hearing this.
Wrestlers are bad fathers.
Hey, I ain't going front. Me and my dad, we had our feud.
And you gave it to him, man.
And how you feel about that? How you feel about the unification?
I do like that because what you said, there wasn't, other than a dominant heel faction, other than the House of Black, who do you have? You know what I mean? And they already had their run. They already established their titles as the Trios champion. So you need another dominant. So I don't mind having Bang Bang put it in that position, but they're almost so good that you can't hate them.
Amazing, guys.
Yeah.
What I think
they want to be in that position, but they want to get over. They want to be over as heels, but you guys are too good.
Too good.
I'm gonna piggyback on Martin's point. I think what's gonna happen is I think the Bullet Club Gold. I think they're gonna win the straps, but then the Undisputed Kingdom, they're gonna jump them, and they're gonna take out Billy Gunn, leading for the Bang Bang Scissor Gang, golden pink skies, baby, golden pink skies.
If they come out with pink guns,
like how does that work though? Like one gun, one hand scissor, two words, scissors up.
No, two
TK,
words.
drop some money on some custom stuff, bro.
Now, what you do is you 3 words: scissors and guns.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Right here.
Oh, guys, it'd be scissors shoot. Come on now, it would be
Rock,
scissors shoot.
Ha
It'd be
ha
rock paper scissors
ha.
shoot.
Ha 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 ha
But
ha.
that's
Oh, Nitro made out funny.
Undisputed
Nitro.
Kingdom. I think
Uh,
one that's a lazy ass name.
Oh, it's terrible.
I don't find
this is a
nothing.
great point.
Bro, it's so
I
bad.
don't find nothing appealing about them.
They are terrible. We are the undisputed kingdom. Okay, doofus. Such a goofy ass
Yeah.
up.
Get out of here with
You
that.
man
Like you guys are
goofy.
totally opposite of the Bang Bang King. They're heels and they're so good that we can't hate them. You guys are so not it that we hate you and everything about you. To me, it's pointless.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It kind of feels like Roderick lost all that momentum he had the moment he gave up that neck brace and that wheelchair.
Yeah, he's had to rock with that for a while. I just
You know what I mean?
until that got
Idiot
super
this
stale.
episode.
Bro, it was so great. Bro, it was magical. You know what I mean? It was the whole thing was magical. He would wrestle a whole match, and then at the end of the match, he would flop to the floor. My neck, get the chair, and flop right back to the chair, bro. It was
Even the
magic.
fans were getting behind him with the any
Oh.
names, any wrestling names.
Adam! Yo, shout out the guys who I was dressed as Roger Strong at Comic Con.
Yo, but bro, it was crazy because it's like it feels like they lost all. My fault, excuse me. They lost all the momentum since the reveal. It was like the reveal was like, okay, obviously it's the Kingdom
Yeah.
and Wardlow.
What
What are they
momentum
gonna
were they
do
supposed to
here?
keep with that? Like, that was an immediate momentum down. Like,
Yeah.
Nah, honestly, they could have done more. I really expected Bullet Club Gold and they claimed to go after them sooner, but they too busy trying to fuse right now into pink and gold skies that it's not happening as fast as I would like it to, which leads into Roderick versus Orange Cassidy at Revolution for the international title, which is so weird to me because I honestly feel like Orange Cassidy should have never even lost the belt at this point. You know what I mean? It was super weird. It was super weird having him lose to Mox. Obviously, me and Brandon was at Grand Slam when Mox had that mild concussion, so they had Ray Phoenix win the strap.
Yeah.
But it was just super weird and awkward because this kind of feels like one extra long run for OC. You know what I mean?
I mean, he healed up magically in between the time that he wasn't champ.
3 weeks. 3 weeks,
Yeah,
bro.
you know, he's perfectly fine now. He's healed.
My man's went into the my man's went into the chamber that Goku went into when he went into Namek, and he healed up perfectly fine.
Yeah, perfectly fine. All right.
So it's like I don't know, man. There's something I dislike about fighting champions, especially when you go fighting champion back to back. You know what I mean? Like OC was fighting champion for like close to a year, or maybe a little over a year. Lost the strap for like a month and a half. Came back and now he's a fighting champion all over again. Like, bro, like I understand your gimmick is not caring, but like you can care enough to not like give people title matches. Just get a little more bullish with your selection of matches. You know what I mean? Because I feel like they're gonna give Roderick Strong the strap, and I'm not here for it at all.
I'm not here for it.
At all. I don't want to listen. I don't want to see everybody's favorite cuck, where he's not even a cuck. He was the main the whole. He was the whole time. But it's just weird, man. And the one thing I don't understand about AEW is their title hierarchy. Nitro, you can crucify me all you want. There was no point of having a Continental Classic full of main eventers and superstars to have Eddie Kingston go against Trent Beretta and Wheeler Yuta. What are we doing? Why is my man defending the Continental Classic that was won against arguably one of the greatest wrestlers of all time and the American Dragon, Jake Long?
Hey, I'm gonna say to back that up, a lot of these wrestlers got injured during that tournament.
Mm-hmm.
That's my only backup on that right there. I mean,
Bro,
Roosh was on a roll.
That's
And
that's
unfortunately got
fine. Bro, that is so fine. You know what I mean? You still have Hangman. You could have put Hangman into the Continental Classic. We're like, you know what? I didn't get a chance to join, so Eddie Kingston, I don't want a match. But no, we got Trent Loretta and Willa Poopy Yuta. You know what I mean? you giving him. Listen, I know these guys are extremely talented, like wrestler wise, but let's keep it a stack. They're nowhere near the mid card level on AEW. Why are we feeding this Continental Classics that was won against main eventers and superstars? Why are we giving these opportunities to low level guys? I don't want to see these guys being fighting champions against scrubs. Give me good storylines and fighting champions. This is the only reason why I'm still a WWE fan. It's because they refuse to give me title defenses with an actual plot point.
Jinder Mahal just fought for the title. Do not say
Listen,
that. Jinder Mahal.
listen.
I'm about to go Tony Khan
Former-
on you.
Oh nah, come on, bro. He cut a
Bro,
promo
that
with
was
The
in-
Rock.
What are you
He
talking
cut-
about?
that's
That
the
was
story
in-
right
in-
there.
No,
in
listen.
the history books, bro.
Listen,
This goes back to NXT.
Former WWE champion Jinder Mahal.
Listen, I will give you gender, but I will match your gender with Hook. Those cancel each other out.
For sure.
Those cancel each other out, brother.
Hook's practically
Like-
undefeated.
No,
he
he's had
lost
two
to
losses
Jack
now.
Perry. He lost to
Oh.
Jack Perry. What are we talking about?
And who he
I
beat?
said practically.
Who he beat?
Yes, I understand practically undefeated, but who's he facing against? Was he facing anybody in the mid card, upper card level? No, he wasn't. Let's keep it a buck. Bro, why is Eddie Kingston
I can
defending against
defend-
Willa Poopy Yuta?
That one I can't defend. I can defend Trent Beretta here.
Trent is
I
not
can't
bad.
defend Wheeler. The
Bro,
only reason why I can defend Trent Beretta is because that title that they made is supposed to be like Ring of Honor and New Japan, right? Trent
Yes.
Beretta is a name in Japan, whether you guys like that or not. So if he goes to Japan and it's a name people recognize over there. Oh, he beat
But he's
Trent.
he's
That's
defending them
cool.
individually. He's defending them individually. He's not even defending them like all together at one. That's my issue with it.
Too many belts on him right now too.
It's not even too many belts on him. It's the match opponent. It's the opponent quality.
Give me Adam Colton versus Eddie Kingston.
Bro, no lie, if Roderick Strong would have went against Eddie Kingston for the Continental Crown title, I'd have been like, all right, that makes sense. It's kind of a mid card, upper card, but it's like, bro, what are we doing? Because I swear to God, next week they're gonna give me Dalton Castle versus Eddie Kingston for the Continental Classic Championship, and I'm gonna lose my absolute mind.
Oh, they
The
really
AEW
do.
hierarchy-
Lose my mind in a good way.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Dalton Castle is amazing. He's hilarious.
He's amazing.
That-
He's amazing.
That man is gold. But I'm not gonna act like Dalton Castle is at an upper echelon
Yes.
talent level. You know what I mean? He's entertaining to watch, but he's nowhere near that level. And that's what I'll see.
I agree.
Just because you're a good wrestler does not mean you deserve to be in the upper echelon without any story backing it. At all,
agree.
bro. At all. And the hierarchy
us
gets me
fair.
so frustrated.
Make
'Cause
us
another-
fair.
Another thing, I love Dustin Rhodes, and you guys know how I feel about older wrestlers still wrestling. Why is Dustin Rhodes getting a title match? Don't get me wrong.
Oh, I got
Don't get
mad
me wrong.
at that one.
That was
It was a
good
great.
match.
Listen, it was a great match.
That was a good
It was a
match.
great match. I will say that.
It was a
It's
good
because
match.
Dustin
Rhodes
That's
has
the only
a
thing I can
dead
back it up.
dad.
It was a good match.
It was a
Because
good
Dustin Rhodes
match.
has
It was a good match.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yes.
agree.
that-
There's no story. There's nothing. But it was a good match.
like, you know what I mean? Like, listen, all respect to Dusty being a dead dad that took the sacrifice against Christian, but you know what I mean, bro. There's no listen. I don't just give me a little bit of story with these matches. Give me like a week build, TK. I'm not asking for much. Give me a little bit of a build that I can be like, ooh, this is spicy. Nothing at all, brother. And that is the only reason I still watch WWE on a weekly basis, because they will feed me a little bit of story and I have to accept it as nonsense, even though I know it's nonsense, because it's the only way I'm going to get any type of story with these matches.
Bro, WWE is like anime episodes. They did have filler episodes, bro, until
Bro,
they hit
give me-
like a good episode, and then but the fillers, and then a good episode. The AEW is like this good episodes for no reason.
You know, that's a great point. I'm so glad you said that. Yo, AEW is like every single great anime fight with no context behind it.
That's it, all together.
It's like watching.
But what's going on?
It's like watching Naruto versus Pain without understanding why there's 7 Pains and 1 Naruto, and why is he cloning himself, and what is that blue little ball that he does, and why does he have tails? I don't know. You know
That's how
why?
you watch
Because there's never no context. My man said hentai, Let's get to headlines, please. Let's please get to headlines.
I actually wanted to get to the under the radar. So, Nitram, tell us what's under the radar this week.
Under the radar this
Guys,
week
this
is some
weekend-
hentai, guys.
Crazy.
Look,
Crazy.
we had a lot of
Crazy.
wrestling. We had a lot of wrestling this weekend with TNA, a lot of wrestling with Japan. But I'm gonna tell you what was under the radar, and that was GCW's Compadre show. Now, unfortunately, because of weather, there was a lot of stars that were on the match card that I was excited to see who did not get in. But the replacements that they pulled was rabbits out of a hat, y'all. We were supposed to get Matt Cardona. They were in Chicago. They pulled out Colt Cabana. Crazy good. We were supposed to get Leo Rush versus Jonathan Gresham. I was real excited for that. Jonathan Gresham couldn't make it. They gave me Leo Rush versus Nick Wayne. Fire. And then, on top of that, guys, we got the return of Mustafa Ali, who is honestly way better than I remember him being. That dude is nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice with it.
Big
He
facts.
fought Gringo Loco, who's an exciting wrestler as well. Made him look real great. The whole show, I think, is about 3 hours, so it's about a Monday Night Raw length. Independently speaking, on the Nitram scale, it's a 6.5 out of 10.
Boom.
Why do you keep mispronouncing your name? Is Nitram?
Well, his name is Martin.
I mean, and if you want to go family, his name's a whole different name. This guy got mad
Word.
names. Let's not go on the list of how many names Martin has.
Well,
You
my
call
man
him
says-
Nitram, I call him Nitram. I don't know.
Oh
Man,
man.
many names.
What's the double tap of the week, Zombie?
Double tap of the week. There's a lot of mention. I'm actually gonna give an honorable mention to the Hook and Samoa Joe match because I think that was one of the best Hooks matches I've seen yet. But my double bat to me is gonna be DIY versus Judgment Day, mostly because I think that was a really really good match for Judgment Day, Dom and Big Ass Head, JD.
The Funko Pop.
Yeah, the Funko Pop head. But I mean, in all, they were killing it. They were getting awesome chants, spots are spot on, everything. So go back, watch those two matches if you get a chance.
Bum, bum, bum. What's the live from the quarter?
I'm not gonna hold you guys. I was trying to find some wholesome news this week to give to you guys from Live from Dakota, but I couldn't find anything wholesome, really wholesome. Oh, I'm lying to you guys. There was something really wholesome that I saw on AEW. First off, I do want to say rest in peace to Mark Briscoe. Yesterday marked the 1 year anniversary of his death. So
Jay.
many blessings to you. My fault. That's Jay. My fault.
Jay.
Mark's alive.
Jay Briscoe. My fault. Rest in peace to Jay Briscoe. I'm still learning who you guys are. I'm very new to other wrestling promotions outside the East, so please forgive me.
Mark Russell's some old guy.
Yeah.
Not some old guy, but you know.
Nah,
go
so
back.
rest
If
in
you guys are not familiar with the Brickos, definitely go back. They're a solid tag team.
So yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of the passing of Jay Briscoe. And, you know, when the accident happened, they said his daughter was never going to walk again. Yesterday on AEW, she walked to the stage.
That's
No
beautiful.
crutches,
Hell yeah.
no help,
Real nice.
not that at all. She really walked
That was
out, and it
nice.
was really touching. It was really beautiful. And honestly, you love to see it. And today's Mark's birthday. So,
believe so, yeah.
So honestly, I know he's probably going through it because how could you celebrate your birthday when you lost your
It's
best
hard.
friend and your brother
It's
the
hard.
day before?
God damn.
So I know he's definitely going through it. But honestly, brother, you got your beautiful family, your nieces and your nephew, all healthy, walking on their own, which is amazing to see. So take that with grace and be blessed, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Agree.
that brings us to the down bad, and it's really hard to be negative after something like that.
Down bad. They down bad.
How
He's
how the fuck
down
to follow
bad.
that,
They
bro?
down
Yeah,
bad.
I'm like, damn, I don't even want to change
They
the
down
the
bad.
tone.
He's
Shawn
down
Michaels
bad.
and Undertaker
They
after
down-
WrestleMania.
Who wants to change the tone like this?
I want
But
to who
honestly-
booked me after this.
I had a rough time picking this week, and I had to reach a little bit. And I was originally gonna pick Jimmy Uso, but I decided to pick both the Usos because,
Ooh.
yo, I'm not gonna lie, man. Jay
Well,
Uso has
your
wrestled
boy,
more
that's a
tag
trifling.
matches than singles matches. And in his singles matches, he's 2-5. One of the wins being a DQ. Like Jay, that's down bad, and then Jimmy also down bad. Who every single match we've seen him in, he gets RKO'd or something of that nature. He's just getting squashed. He's just delusional. And then every other match he's also been has been a tag team match. So it's just like, despite the Usos splitting up, they're still in tag team matches. And I also just want to point out that Jay's only other win is against Ludwig Kaiser. So it's not like the Usos, y'all down bad.
That's crazy. I could never say that about the bloodline.
Oh, Jay Uso ain't the bloodline. It's just Jimmy.
Nah, he's still in the bloodline. Like,
no, he's the Lulu. He the Lulu. Like, he crazy. He's the perfect choice for down bad. You don't get squashed and have to be carried out the ring and then put back in the ring and think it's okay.
Yo, listen, guys, I have a banger alert. You guys ready to hear this banger that's coming up this week?
Oh man, what's up?
Jeff Hardy versus Darby Allin. How we talking about this?
Crash Dummy versus Crash Dummy?
Crash Dummy versus the original Crash Dummy.
My back hurts just hearing this.
Could you imagine? Jeff is gonna be like, okay, you jump off the top of the stadium, hit me, then I'm gonna get on top and I'm gonna do it back to you.
I'm gonna do it back to you. No, I want to do it first.
No, I wouldn't mind if they actually have a decent match and like Jeff kind of passes the torch.
Do you remember the last time that Darby and Jeff Allen had a match?
Chair spot?
No, Jeff got a DUI like a week later.
No, let's not do that part.
What a surprise! This crazy line.
What a surprise!
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. It's high key kind of crazy because Nitram is literally from the Carolinas, where the Hardys is from. You think that he would have revered them as like some type of wrestling royalty, but instead, every single week he's like, they should be lucky they have jobs.
Y'all want to know something crazy?
No, not at all.
We went to WrestleCade, and the Hardys had the longest line, and I was over there talking to all these other wrestlers, and I was like, I don't get why they were showing so much love, and I was just like, nah. And like these people were looking at me like Speedball Mike Bayley, when I was like, why are the Hardys the main event? He was like, they're the Hardys, and I was like, yeah, but why are they the main event? There's
main event.
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you.
As a wrestler,
I'm not gonna hold you. That is some hating ass shit. That is.
The Hardys are not that great.
He's kind of right though, bro. Like the Hardys will be main event in Staten Island. They main event Staten Island events.
Hear me out here. Shane McMahon has done just as amount of crazy shit as Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy is not that great. He's just wild. Ooh.
He's revered. It's different. It's different. No one looks at Shane McMahon and goes, "That's the GOAT right there." No, Jeff Hardy. He's just revered, man.
I don't know.
Here comes the
Do you understand?
When it comes to jumping off shit, I mean, you think of Jeff Hardy and Mick Foley.
You don't. What does Shane O'Mac do? You do the with the guns. You know, you dance before you jump. Nah, you don't do that. No one does that. No one does Shane McMahon's dance.
Listen, growing up, everybody loved Jeff Hardy. You have to understand that the Hardys, they're for the culture. 1,000%. They're for the culture, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
come on.
Yeah. You gonna tell me Shane McMahon is for the culture? That man grew up in the suburbs with a rich daddy. He's a nepo baby, crying out loud.
Jeff Hardy grew up in
everything.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop.
Hey, you can say all that, but then again, it is what it is. We can't always judge people for what they're doing on their personal life and in ring. You know, whatever. We gotta blur the lines a little bit.
All right, let's get into some shenanigans. What do we think the CM Punk Cody Rhodes face-off is going to do next week?
I'm actually very excited for it. It's two
very
good talkers. Why wouldn't you be excited about it, Chance?
Because it's the Red Ranger talking about what's all that's good for the world, and CM Punk probably get a EVP diss in.
I just want, definitely getting a diss in.
Oh, 1,000%.
Definitely. But that's why I'm excited for it. Just because it's like the history of them is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, let's see.
That's his dinner buddy, bro. You know, every day after AEW ended.
At the end of the day, they're like,
for sure.
We're going In-N-Out Burger after this show. Like, what's going on? I don't see much feud there.
Listen, I was just telling Taino earlier that I haven't seen a great WWE promo in a couple weeks, so I need one.
I hear you,
Listen,
man. And we're gonna get one, because The Rock didn't count apparently. But no,
I don't count The
That
Rock
was
because
good,
he's
but
a
it was
once in
that
a
wasn't.
blue.
Yeah, it wasn't more.
still one of the best promos we've gotten in like 4 years.
I don't
Like,
consider
That's how bad it is.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't consider that might drop a promo though. It was more like a. I'm just gonna say this.
I hear that.
Yeah.
But let's get into these PWI reactions. We got
Hold on.
Seth freaking Rollins winning Wrestler of the Year, guys.
Boo.
So how could you boo that? See, this. Hold on, let's just
I mean,
come
I
on,
know-
man.
he's definitely up there, top 3.
He is the most consistent wrestler. He wrestled every pay-per-view this year. He is by far his win record says it all. Like everything. Seth is. We are taking him for granted each day.
I mean, yeah, but then again, you got people
Who's
like
number
Will
2?
Ospreay who was actually having some 5-star.
But Will Ospreay can have 5-star matches, but he's not
That's
wrestling
what I
as
was
consistently. But he hasn't wrestled as consistently.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
but
hold you.
is it good to see you all the time, or it's a blurred
At the
line.
level that Seth's doing it, yeah, I think it's good to see you all the time, because I still think it's at a.
I can name way more Will Ospreay matches from last year than I can name Seth's.
And I don't think
literally
Seth.
name all
Quantity
Seth's.
over quality.
I hear
can't-
you, and I agree with you, but also you gotta thank Iron Man for being there, because he's there. Like,
That's true.
he's the guy he's your face of your company, doing it consistently. Will Ospreay comes to AEW, brings in the big bucks, walks away, and goes home back to New Japan. I mean, now he's with AEW, of course, but Seth is consistently doing this night in, night out at every goddamn live event. He is going crazy. He's, like, to me, quite obviously the Wrestler Choice of the Year, and I regret not choosing him for 2023 Wrestler Choice of my year. But
And I'm not gonna
Damian
hold you.
Priest, Wepa, you know the vibes.
I'm not gonna hold you. That's kind of crazy because even though he's been Iron Man, not every single one, not all of his matches have been great. He only
They
has
weren't. None of them were bad though.
It
That's-
doesn't matter about bad. I'd rather have great match quality than amount of matches you had. Will,
I hear you, but you gotta talk about the dance. Will has great dance partners every single time. That's not fair when you're talking about my man gotta go face Omos in Puerto Rico.
I'm not gonna
And
hold you.
made that shit a banger.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Put it like this though. Go ahead, Chance.
I'm not gonna hold you. Chris Jericho can't wrestle a mop, and he made Chris Jericho look amazing at All In.
I'm gonna follow that up with who are you talking about right now being on the injury list, and who's just not even close to being on the injury list. So sometimes too much can be too bad.
No, I agree.
That's a Seth Rollins at right now. But I'm not mad at the pick because he is up there. Like I said, I'll put him at top 4 picks.
He's top 5. I'll give him top 5. But aside from Seth, let's go to women. Women's was
Let's talk about who cleaned up house. Judgment Day. Judgment Day got all the gold though. They got the women's with Rhea. They got the most hated with Dominic, and Faction of the Year. All 3 of them make sense. Chance, you are a hater.
They don't make sense. How did
It
Rhea
makes
have a
sense.
better year than Tony Storm?
So I mean, you might be right on that because
She doesn't have a better year.
Tony Storm wasn't.
But Rhea
popular
Ripley
later on, bro.
I would say that too. Exactly. Rhea Ripley.
Was towards the end of the year.
Yes, but Rhea hasn't done anything, bro. What I'm trying to say is Rhea hasn't done.
Rhea has match of the year.
Yeah, I mean Rhea been holding it down though. She
got match of the year.
Bro, that match of the year is hogwash.
That is not hogwash.
No.
It is hogwash. It's fan voted. 1,000% is fan voted. It's a whole bunch of little WWE fans is writing in their love letters to.
It was definitely one of the best matches of the year, though. We cannot deny that.
It's not top.
Yeah,
it is not top 10.
Talking about Charlotte Flair match.
It's not top 10.
Yeah.
It's not top 10. It's not
That's
top
one
10.
of the best matches on that card.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yes, on the card. We're talking about the year.
And
every promotion.
I would put the top 10.
Every promotion top. It's not top 10. Stop it.
It was a fantastic match.
Judgment Day.
You gotta go back and watch that match, brother.
Yeah.
Your Judgment Day being the faction of the year is crazy, especially over Bullet
Bro,
Club.
they ran this year.
Yeah.
Let's just look at the TV time alone. They were.
The merch.
Yeah, the merch is selling crazy.
We all know we love Bullet Club clothes, but they're nowhere near.
Well, I feel like that one, like someone said earlier, it just makes sense. That one just makes sense because, like, who else is faction of the year as far as consistent throughout the year?
They're the reason Raw was so bad for months on end.
But
Towards
they were
the
the
end.
reason. They were just TV. They were the TV. If
Yeah.
they weren't on TV, there was nothing else. At the same time, you have to
I would've-
reward that.
I'd
You rather nothing else because you a hater.
I'd rather watch. Give me Ric Flair versus Sting in a 3 stages.
Oh,
Give me
stop.
Ric Flair versus Sting in a dog
Oh,
collar match on
stop.
AEW. I'd rather
Yeah,
watch
but
that
yeah,
blood and guts
give
match.
us our
I
truth
hope they.
and
I hope they
they
grant
were
you
all
your fucking
for it.
wish. That's what I hope. I hope they give you your wish.
Bro, they're not the faction of the year. That's garbage.
I think Chance
Yeah,
really
but now,
knows
but
that.
yeah,
He brings
I
it up
would
a
give him
lot.
that because now our truth is there, it's like it's free life now with our truth.
Roger's the goat.
Roger.
He's
So on Twitter, I asked, how do we feel about the Charlotte Rhea being match of the year? We got an 18 votes because you guys haven't followed us on Twitter yet at 4 SIDESOTR on Twitter.
just on the
So-
goddamn Twitter.
18 votes in, 61% said there was better matches.
Okay,
Oh,
that's not very specific there, bud.
Yeah.
Like-
It was the match.
Yeah,
It's
listen.
up there as a
A
choice.
lot of our fans are fan pages. They want their other wrestlers.
No, listen, it was 2 options. It said it was 1,000% match of the year, and there
Which
was better
again
matches.
was mad dramatic on both answers. Like
I mean,
even as I voted 1,000%, I'm like 1,000% is crazy. Like, I feel guilty just
I would
pressing
be
this.
I don't
Bro,
know,
you could have
80%.
easily put an option that said, "I could see that," and I would have voted.
I can see
Bro,
I
it's
can see that.
it was so
That's a
crazy to me,
possibility.
Even
It's
I felt
crazy.
guilty answering it that way.
bro, because it's crazy. Like the Kenny match was 1 and 2 on that list. You know what I mean? It was the best match and the best follow up, and then like, bro, it's just nonsense. It is garbaggio. But aside, let's get away from this.
Let's talk about the
EVPs.
the EVPs. Okay.
EVPs. Let's talk about
The moderately aged bucks.
Bucks in the interview of Renee Paquette. So I'm not gonna hold you. These guys look like they're part of the family from NXT with them creepy mustaches. I'm sure those mustaches are illegal in 15 states, gentlemen. The mustaches are that bad.
They're international superstars. They don't care about your illegal states.
Like an 8 ball of coke. That's what those mustaches come with. All right.
Do some yayo. Ayo.
Hey,
Nah, man. Honestly,
They look like to me.
Martin, did you get a chance to see that promo?
I did. They took a lot of shots at CM Punk, as they
Obviously.
do. I will
That's why
say
it's so
though,
corny.
about the mustache thing, that is like the most heel thing they could have done was get mustaches.
Oh yeah. Everyone hates a mustache.
Bro, it's so, I don't know, man. It's so bad, man. They keep taking these cheap shots, and it's like they
Okay,
think
well,
us in the
you
back
know,
locker room. Like, bro, that's how you guys really feel. You got to take a victory laps in your TV show.
they're so corny.
He was a cheap
Like,
shot.
honestly.
No, I think that's a perfect gimmick for them because it's what everyone calls them.
It's not a
Anyway.
gimmick. It's
just who they are.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
it's not a gimmick, it's really what they are. But it's like, all right, you guys gonna keep calling this, then we're gonna give you exactly what you're gonna call that you've been calling us. So I'm not too mad at it. I don't like the mustaches.
I like the
Mad
mustaches.
at it.
They mad creepy, bro. I promise you, it is terrible.
But yeah, you guys hear about that new AEW? I mean, New Japan signing?
Who?
Who's that?
Poo Poo Jack Perry.
Jack Perry, you know?
Ooh, the crowd goes mid.
Mid. Like, see, this is the type of hating I like on Jack Perry.
Hey,
Like,
I'll
good
tell
for
you what.
him to find some work, but fuck that guy.
fuck that guy.
I'll
He
tell you
ruined
what,
wrestling.
That little stint he did was the most thing I've seen all weekend. I was trying to find news about both pay-per-views, and all I kept seeing was Jack Perry, Jack Perry, Jack Perry, Jack Perry. So good for him.
That's your algorithm, bro. You're a fan.
You're
He's
a
a
fan.
fan.
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah, man.
You know what's
Jungle Boy
mad
support.
funny? I checked the Twitter pages like search things that you want to see pop up, and it said Jack, and it put sideburns and Jack Perry sideburns. That's probably why he popping up.
See, other people like this type of hating too. Everybody, this is the type of hating we can all enjoy.
But speaking about, are we interested at all Like, are we gonna
No.
first match?
No, not at all.
Are we gonna be
No.
like, are we watching it?
I'm not tuning in for Jack Perry.
Any
Hell no.
interested?
I might tune out because of Jack Perry.
I'm okay with it for what it's worth. I liked it.
I'm
Yes,
okay with it.
yes, you're a
I'm
mark. We
gonna see.
understand that.
I'll tune in the first one. I'll give him
I'm
that.
I'm tuning in never.
I'll give him the first one. If he saves off the sidebars, I'm definitely tuning in.
Give me Sting versus Jeff Hardy in a ladder match
Oh,
before I watch a Jack Perry match.
man. Dude, for
The
a guy
last
that
time
don't-
Sting
that
and
don't-
Jeff Hardy were supposed to have a
For a
match,
guy
Jeff
that
Hardy
don't-
was all drugged up.
You keep
I
asking
know.
for like these old man last man standing matches. Like
I
they're
know,
gonna
for a guy
die.
that don't like older wrestling, you keep booking, you keep giving them the limelight.
Yo,
brother.
Chris-
You
yeah, I'd
keep
rather see
throwing
Chris
them up
Jericho
there,
wrestle
main
than
event
Seth
worthy
Rollins.
matches over here.
Well, I didn't say I'd rather see Chris Jericho rather than Seth Rollins. I
No,
said
it's the type of energy you give out there. Like,
Yeah.
I said Will and Chris Jericho was better than any match Seth put out this year.
Facts.
I don't agree with that.
I can't agree with that.
I can't agree with that. I don't have the stats to back it up. Like I don't have the match. But
No,
because
you
I'm not going out here to go look on Google right now to be like which match was better. I'm not doing all that. But
Listen,
Seth ain't got that.
no, you're right. Seth should have that because he's the best.
I mean, yeah.
But he don't.
listen. I get all my information about matches from Cage Match.
All right, man. You know, Jinder Mahal was better. You know, it was versus Hook was definitely. I kind of agree with that rating. Like it was like 8.9 to 0.9.
Yeah, they gave him like 8.9 to like 4.5. It was so sad.
Yeah, I was like, I kind of agree like with that one. But like, what made the match a 4.5 was Seth carrying, and now you know he was the half of the good part. Like he was the good part.
Crazy. All right, what else?
We
Should
talk
we
about
get
that Grayson
into-
Waller shit, man. That little LA night and Grayson Waller hit Australia.
Props, bro. Props.
Yeah,
I love when wrestlers to stand up for
you know, protecting
business,
kayfabe,
bro.
man.
Stand on business.
Stand
Grayson
on
Waller.
business.
You
Nah,
earn my
he
respect after that.
didn't
on
stand.
business.
I wanted him to stand on business a little more and go full on David Schultz and just smack the shit out of him. Like that's what I wanted.
Or straight up Randy Orton, bro.
Oh,
You ever saw that interview with Randy
Yep.
Orton? I would headbutt my skull, like my head through your skull. He was like, "Bro, calm down,
Chill out, bro. Like,
calm down.
Yeah,
Protect
LA
the
Knight was
business.
mad.
Don't go to jail, bro. Damn."
LA Knight was mad cool the whole time. He was like, "Yeah, look at my guy going off."
he goes, I can't do this. I can't. I'm a babyface. Like,
I mean,
you want to handle this? Yes, I love that. He said, you want to handle this?
for
Like,
someone that does that shit, that does for wrestling, 100%. Like, bro, don't sit here and be like, you're not gonna call it fake in front of us. You're not gonna, yeah, it's scripted, but my injuries are real. You know what I mean? My bumps and bruises are real. The lumps in my back are real. My dislocator was real. My neck injury was real. All this shit's real. You know what I mean? So if you're not ready to get press about it, don't make fun of it. That's all
Facts,
I say
though.
about it.
Listen, that's very true, gentlemen. So Okada was just announced as a free agent at the last day of January, January 31st. Where is he going?
I mean, at this
I'm gonna throw a
point,
curveball out here.
Ooh.
TNA has been offering 7 figures to CM Punk. He declined. They offered 7 figures for Will Ospreay. He declined. I think they give 7 figures to Okada.
but
You know what's
is
the- you know
Okada
what's the crazy
something that
part?
you can build your whole show around?
He is.
Oh yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
You know what's the crazy part about like the yen US dollar comparison? Like, bro, like a 7 million in the States, bro. He's gonna go back to Japan a king.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that conversion rate is insane. So honestly, it doesn't matter where he goes. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get paid. I would love to see him in the E for a couple good, great matches.
Same.
I would love to see him and Gunther in a strong style match because that would go absolutely bananas. You know, who knows? Maybe Okada might give Seth his first 5-star match.
Boom. But I think
Yeah, it's so petty in this goddamn podcast. Who knows?
I think Okada's perfect with Gunther.
He's never had one. No, that's crazy.
One of those two.
But you know, Okada versus Drew McIntyre. That's a match I want to go see.
That's the one.
That's the one I want to go see. I want to see.
Superstar?
I wanna see
Superstar Drew
O-
McIntyre?
I wanna
Obviously,
see
Drew has to be the champion, though. Obviously.
obviously with the letter kill.
I
With the leather
want to
jacket.
see Okada hit Drew with that Rainmaker and knock the Sonic rings out that boy. Yo, if you guys don't mind, I do have a question to end the podcast, specifically for Martin.
Boom.
Now that you have recorded with us for a little while now, would you like to update your heel face rankings for the pod?
No, you know what? Let me go ahead and say this real quick. All right.
Still the bad guy.
I think, low key, I might be a heel. And which is why me and Chance are actually. I'm that delusional heel that's tagging with Chance, but I think we're the good guys. You know, this guy's spitting.
Yeah, that actually makes perfect sense.
Brandon comes in here with this Seth Rollins, this and that, and Chance is like, but he ain't got 5 stars. I'm sitting here like, he don't got 5 stars. Shut up, Brandon.
Yeah, you be drinking the Kool-Aid OD.
Seth Rollins, bro.
Yeah. Nah, Martin is a hater. We know that already.
You're starting a faction over here. That's
It's very funny. The name of me and Martin's faction is just delusional.
Facts.
Yeah, you got Judgment Day. What's the new Karrion Kross one?
The Final
Testament.
And then you have the Delusionals. Perfect, bro. You fit right in with
It is perfect. All right, let's get on out of here. Anthony, what's going on?
What's going on? What's going on is damn storm. Unfortunately, we got a storm coming on that canceled our shows this weekend. So
you telling me you not wrestling Mother Nature?
Mother Nature always wins that, bro. Mother Nature can have that match. I need to move somewhere like Florida so I can wrestle all year round.
All year round, because wrestling ain't like the post office.
Hell no.
Listen, I want to see
when it comes to snow, bro. A lot of shows get canceled.
Listen, I want to see you. Listen, and I want to see you Hurricanrana a snowflake. All right.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
I'll do a snowman. I'll spit it.
Yo,
I think we all Roman Reigns or snowman growing up.
Hurricanrana snowflake.
I think we was probably a gore back in the day when we was growing up.
Come here, snowman.
Other than that, guys, you can always follow my YouTube, Tommy King 91, Instagram, Tommy King or Cross Board. You already know.
Alright, guys. The only thing I care about is this Twitter page.
Goddamn Twitter page.
That's the only thing I care about. That and my MySpace account, because I found a way to reactivate it, guys. So,
yo, you add me yet? Am I in your top 8?
Listen, you outside at number 9 with these takes talking about Seth Rollins and Rhea Ripley earned their PW.
Better not say Taino there.
You know, Tito number 1. That's my guy for life.
The John Cena dun 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 dun. It's not your theme song for your MySpace page.
No, you know what my theme song is? Shattered Dreams by Drew McIntyre's first theme song. That's definitely what it is. That's a banger.
I'll give you that.
Go ahead,
Listen, guys, this is the only thing I care about. The Twitter account. Follow us at 4Sides, 4SIDESOTR on Twitter or X, guys.
You guys know. You guys can find me on Whatnot as the Funko Brothers, but all I care about is this motherfucker. All I care about
in the house
is dang Twitter. Alright, worked really hard on this thing. But, you know, the cheap gang, y'all know what it is.
You know what it is.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If you guys can tell me and Martin's tweets apart, I'll send you something at the end of February. We have to screenshot. You have to screenshot the
drop of this.
Yeah, at the end of this.
Drop of this episode.
At the start of this episode, if you can tell me and Martin's tweets apart, screenshot it, DM it to us, and be like, "This is Martin," or "This is Chance." And sometimes
just know I'll be throwing in some randoms in there. I will be throwing some randoms in there.
Randomly tweets. So
and I have like this distinctive character thing that you can tell the difference. Like,
if you guys can tell us apart.
You know what? Listen on, guys, because whoever wins, I'm gonna give away. Since we love Jeff Hardy so much, I'm gonna give this away. I don't know why I even have this.
So
But
if you
yeah.
guys, so for the guys who can't,
probably smells like bourbon and beer.
A
Jesus.
little bit whiskey.
So for the guys, so for the people who are only listening to this and not watching the video, Ant the Zombie King is holding up an old Jeff Hardy WWE action figure from the Fury Unmatched line. That is a prize that he is giving away to the winner. It is unopened, it is sealed, and it is not signed because who do you think we are?
I'm not waiting no line for that, bro. Come on, I got better things to do.
So yeah,
Tell us the
Got way better
difference.
things to do than Jeff Hardy.
Tell us the difference, and you will get.
it's
that.
very easy to meet Jeff Hardy, y'all. Just it's not that hard. Y'all can do it yourselves. But with that, y'all can follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. I'm Brandy Savage, Life and Times, LYFE. Thank you for joining us, guys.